observation din akong napansin. Or I think, not only the crew, no, sila din napansin din nila to nung umakyat kami. Sabi nila, parang, shucks, grabe sa Baguio, no, parang konti na lang ang lokal. Parang yun yung term nila, na parang ang daming taong hindi na taga Baguio, pero nandito nakatira, dito namumuhay, dito nagtatrabaho. So, does that contribute to the term being a melting pot of the culture of the North? Ano yung natin dito, opinion natin tungkol dito? Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Or is it even true na onti na lang ang lokal dito sa Baguio?
Actually, that is very true. If only the government wag masyadong mag-focus na lang on people or the tourists coming up from Baguio, to give time for the locals, to bring out kung sino ba sila. Honestly, yung mga observation nyo, there are lots of observations na ganyan. Pero pagpasok pa lang natin dito sa venue na to is that's really the reality. The reality, the observation is talagang ganyan na. So, paano natin ipapakita kung sino tayo? Kung tayong mga locals don't have the time to come out para ipakita ang ating mga kultura at ating mga practices. 'Di ba? Kasi, honestly, it's so very sad to say that dito sa Baguio City, there are lots of spots now nawawala na yung identity ng Cordilleran, ng mismong Iloilo. Kasi Iloilo actually ang talaga taga rito. Nawawala na. There are some spots na as in nakikita mo na is foreign adoptions, hindi na siya nakafocus sa culture. And hopefully, the government will do something about it para makita at maipakita pa ng mga locals kung ano ba talaga ang totoong identity ng Baguio City. At kung sino ba talaga ang mga andito sa Baguio City. Kasi honestly, totoo yung observation nyo.
Yeah, and to add on that po, no, with ma'am saying that it's hard to showcase yung ating mga culture if hindi talaga siya nape-preserve, kung hindi tayo binibigyan ng avenue to showcase kung ano nga ba talaga ang culture and traditions. That's what's good with what I knew recently, that we are involving our IPs in the government. Ngayon po, we have our IP representative councilor. And ngayon po, the city is mandating that we have IP representatives in per barangay. Ayun, dahil hindi lang naman ideas ng barangay council lang meron eh. Mas maganda talaga kung may expert na makakapagbigay kung ano ang kailangan ng ating mga IPs, kung ano nga ba talaga ang kailangan nilang kailangan activities, kumbaga, ng IPs natin per barangay and in the citywide level. Kaya magandang meron tayong representatives who are representing the IPs per se para ipakita kung sino sila at sabihin, magbigay boses kung ano ang kailangan ng ating mga IP.
Mas maganda yun kasi mahirap mag-create ng rules, ng regulations at ng mga programa pag hindi mo naiintindihan ano ba talaga yung kailangan ng mga tao.
Exactly.
Parang paminsan, syempre, always in the best interest naman tayo of the people, but we always should seek counsel on people who understand what the culture is. Kasi parang, syempre, like, unpopular opinion. Pero parang laging, for example, sa mga taga-baba, alam nyo to, schoolmates, ano ang programa ng SK sa baba? Pageants, basketball. How are we integrating culture if we're not able to understand ano ba yung importansya ng mga programang ganun? Hindi naman ibig sabihin na taga-baba ka, hindi mo na agad aalamin kung ano yung mga kultura ng iba't ibang ethnicities dito sa
That
Baguio.
is why here in Baguio City, we make sure that activities of the SK involves culture. We are doing sa youth natin, nagpapa-cultural dance tayo, and even in the city level, naglalaban ang iba't ibang barangay na may representatives na IPs from their own barangay with their cultural dance. Yung pagong playing natin, the chants and everything, we're incorporating culture in our activities.
At saka,
Go. Yes, tabi ka muna.
Sige.
Si Jodel. Di pa ako tapos.
pati na rin sa world ng pageantry. Dito sa Benguet talagang naipapasok siya. ethnic attire. Talagang
Yun.
hindi yan
Ayun ang
nawawala.
sasabihin ko eh.
Yun, hindi siya nawawala sa pageantry natin dito. And then yung mostly nga sa mga production number ng mga candidates natin, yung mga cultural dances.
Chants and dance.
Chants, yes,
Oo.
yun. Hindi talaga mawala. Talagang na-incorporate talaga doon.
Actually, sobrang laki talagang tulong ng ng mga sangay ng gobyerno para
Correct.
mapatatili yung tradisyon na nakasanayan ng mga bawat tribo. And especially, 'di ba, mayroon ditong Panagbanga Festival. Ayun, napaka-importante rin nun para sa buong Cordillerans kasi 'di ba, parang it symbolizes the whole Baguio. So parang every year inaabangan siya ng lahat. So by the help of the government, syempre patuloy siyang umuusbong at patuloy pa rin siyang nakikilala. Ayun yung pinakamaganda doon. Pero ang question ko lang is, were there changes in Cordilleran society due to generational trends or gaps?
Oo, kasi when you talked about youth leaders and then
Yeah.
also supporting your older or elder leaders here, meron kayang parang lost in translation siguro because of generational gap? Parang meron bang ganong instance, and how, if ever, do you have initiatives here na you're able to help bridge that gap?
Yeah.
For me, there is really a difference. Yeah. Unang-una dyan is yung mga, when it comes to leadership, kasi yung mga mas older than us na mga leaders that they know more about our culture, our tradition, yung mga ginagawa natin, yun ang dapat pag-aralan ng mga new leaders or the youth.
Yes.
Kasi actually, yung transition, hindi dapat kasi mawala yung culture and traditions, Siguro, let's use the word na lang fusion, to balance na lang yung culture natin at saka yung mga modern ngayon, Kasi minsan, like for example, yung may generation kasi ngayon, they use like for example bahag. Alam natin na yung bahag is ginagamit yan ng mga lalaki. Pero ginawang gown. And sa tingin ng mga Cordillerans, hindi yan acceptable. Why? There are weaving materials or may mga inable na pwedeng gamitin as gown. Hindi yung gamit ng lalaki gamitin mo.
Yes.
Very unacceptable. There are like this, or example, ito. Pwede. Yeah. Like this. Ito yung mga pwedeng gamitin for the gown, bolero, or like this. Hindi yung talagang, yung bahag kasi is, alam niyo yung mga gamit kasi, very sacred yan eh.
Tama.
Very sacred. Kaya minsan, we do not blame yung mga elders who speak against yung mga generation ngayon kasi hindi nila naiintindihan. Alam naman natin yung mga kasuotan ng Cordillera, there are meaning. Lahat ng nakalagay doon, beads, lahat ng design, they have all meanings. So yun dapat. So yun nga yung difference ng yung age gap, yes, there is. Totoo po yan.
May follow-up question ako kasi dahil maraming ang hindi na lokal dito, mga turista, di ba? Would you Cordillerans consider it offensive if a tourist, say like a foreigner, suddenly wears your ethnic wear? Kasi syempre, yung iba, they consider it, oh, it's something that I can wear because it looks great, it feels that I am one with them. Would you consider it offensive, or is it something na, ay, okay naman? Kasi di ba may ganun na video wherein they asked na, sample lang guys, so in Ongpin, in Chinatown, he wore like a Chinese garment. And then they interviewed like actual Chinese people. They didn't find it offensive. They found it was actually cool that you wore our traditional clothing. But for you Cordillerans, do you feel na that's offensive, or is it something you can freely like, okay, sige, go?
Siyempre dahil I grew up here during my high school days talaga, from there, na-witness ko kung paano talaga sinusuot ito. And kapag sinusuot ito ng mga kahit locals and even the tourists, it's never offensive. It's actually a compliment as long as we wear it appropriately.
Exactly.
There are proper folds, there are proper accessories that we should wear. One thing that we should remember is we can never mix ang attires ng per tribe. Hindi, it's a no-no talaga. So, we should wear, dapat kompleto lahat yan. At kailangan appropriately siya kung paano mo nilagay, kung paano mo siya finold ang tapis. May meaning ang mga yan.
Yes.
Ayun.
So yun din yung sinasabi natin, it's not a costume, it's an
Attire.
Yes, yes.
Ganda
It's not
ng
a costume, it's an attire.
I also have a question. So,
Yes, what is your
okay,
question?
question na kasi
Follow up
syempre,
mo.
'di ba, very relevant din to and broad na to sa alam na to ng lahat. Yung sa may
Oo.
gender identity naman. How about
Ayun, okay din yun.
how about those people that they consider themselves as trans man, trans woman
Paano
na
pala
magsusuot
yun?
po ng mga ganong garments? Ano naman po yung take po ninyo doon?
Um, sa sa isyung ganyan naman, hati.
Yes,
Kasi
tama.
alam naman natin ngayon kilala na yung mga transgender or
Pagiging
no,
open.
yes. Open na actually.
Yes.
Pero hindi natin maaalis in some areas dito sa Cordillera, hindi pa rin acceptable.
Mhm.
Yes. Kasi nga, alam niyo yung mga Cordillerans, yung mga lalo na sa mga may liblib na lugar,
Yes.
hindi pa open sa kanila yung mga ganun. Parang it's a
Is it a taboo or is it something that they avoid the topic talaga altogether?
parang it's hindi siya acceptable sa family. Yeah, that's why if you're a man, you should act like a man. Pero pag dito naman siguro sa nearby sa cities, siguro may
It's open.
open na siya. Pero sabi ko nga kanina,
Not for
not
everyone.
all tribes in the Cordillera accept the that kind of ano.
And we respect that.
Oo.
Diba? Kasi
Again,
paniniwala
inayan.
nila yun eh.
Favorite
Oo.
word ko yun. Kasi, in a sense, you're able to maintain the integrity of the beliefs,
Yeah.
di ba? Na parang, yes, we are open kasi, of course, we have to go through with the modernization din naman.
Yeah.
Para to keep up with the times and to ensure na nag-live through pa rin yung culture. But, at the same time, tayong nagpa-practice nun, kailangan syempre, respeto
Alam
pa
natin,
din, respeto
oo.
pa din. So, let's talk about, since we've gone through being a melting pot, also your generational gaps, may external influence ba ang society as to how your culture progresses? For example, we've talked about modernization. Do you feel like there is a resistance in using social media to propagate your practices? Kasi if we go through the history and traditional practices, what's the right way to notate? It's in writing. It's in the traditional
Yeah.
forms of documentation. Ano yung perspective naman ng Cordillerans when it comes to modernization or external factors in your society na nakaka-affect how your culture progresses?
Ang mga Cordillerans, this is not offensive. Some of them are shy type talaga sila. Ayaw nila ng interview as much as possible. Nahihiya sila sa harap ng camera. So, in terms of information dissemination, right now, mas open ang ating youth talaga. In terms of information dissemination sa ating mga sa mga tao ngayon because our the older ones are really shy. I noticed this when I tried to do an interview in La Trinidad. Most of them reject it, pero kapag dating dito sa Baguio City, they're very acceptable. Okay lang, pwede nilang because they're more open here. Sabi nga ni Ma'am kanina here in Baguio City, in the city part,
Yes.
mas open sila. Kaya naapektuhan in terms of pag-progress ng cultural, pagpasa ng kapag kami, we will use social media talaga to inform the people.
Yes.
Kaya that's why we interview. Ang mahirap lang talaga is to tell them or to let them help us in our advocacies na i-inform po natin ang ating mga tao. Kasi ang hirap na with the camera eh. Mas gusto nila behind the scenes talaga sila. Kung magkakaroon man ng interview, as much as possible, ayaw nila na nakaharap sila sa camera. Okay lang kung one-on-one kayo.
Recording,
Oo,
mismo, voice recording.
Oo, voice recording. Pero mas maganda kasi, ngayon it's better that we have visuals talaga. Coming from the people itself, for them
Yes.
to let the people know kung ano nga ba talaga ang meron sa culture and traditions. Kaya ngayon, we utilize the youth. The youth is more open with that. And at least we have youth leaders who are advocate of culture preservation to inform the people more. Ngayon, mas open na siya sa era na to.
Yeah.